of the great 90s sitcoms, if you will, Seinfeld and Friends both had characters end up making movies involving chimpanzees.
Wow, what a great point.
Do you remember the Seinfeld character that did this?
Nope.
This would be Jason Alexander. Costanza did a movie with a chimp, right?
Dunston Checks In. The chimpanzee checks into the hotel he's running and causes all sorts of chaos as it's in the middle of a lot of managers and stuff to come to see how Jason Alexander runs a hotel. So we have Dunston Checks In and Ed, George Costanza, and Joey from Friends, both involved with chimpanzee movies in the 90s.
Now, a quick clarification. The chimp wasn't Dunston, right? Dunston was the kid that owned the chimp?
Correct.
Are you sure? So Dunston
who
was
checks
George
in?
Costanza's son.
So who checks in, the human or the monkey?
No, I think the monkey was named Dunston.
The movie is about a monkey?
Well, the movie's about Jason Alexander has like this big client coming to stay at the hotel, and now his son has found a monkey that was in a suitcase, and the monkey's staying in a room.
No, Sean's right.
Is that right? So it's not about the kid,
Dunston
it's about
is
the monkey.
Dunston
is the monkey.
Kyle, I believe.
I mean, guys, the kid's already there. He's his son. Of course the monkey checked in. The whole point is the monkeys cause chaos in a hotel.
Well, I know Dunston Checks In from its DVD cover, which is the monkey hugging a kid in a backwards hat and a button down tied around his waist. So I'm thinking Dunston is the kid and the monkey is like,
DA, what kind of premise would be the
Mikey.
kid checking in? You're
Because
telling me
he's
that
got
the
a
movie's about a
monkey with
kid
him.
checking into hotel?
yeah, no, Dunston's monkey. It's Dunston and his buddy, the monkey, are both checking into this nice hotel.
The title of the movie isn't Dunston and his monkey checks into Hilton. It's Dunston Checks In. The monkey checks in. That's what's funny about the movie.
We're all kind of a little bit wrong. I'm reading the synopsis on IMDb. So the monkey is Dunston, but he doesn't check in.
Of course, he doesn't have a credit card, Bogish.
Of
course, he
villainous
doesn't
jewel
physically check in.
thief
It's
named
a metaphor.
Rutledge checks in with his orangutan.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's a jewel thief's orangutan, and then so
Correct.
But
Dunston-
Kyle befriends Dunston.
Dunston befriends the monkey. Got it. No,
No,
Dunston
Dunston
befriends.
is the monkey. He is the monkey.
Who's on first?
he's
But
checking
who's
in.
on first?
He doesn't have a
Let's
credit
just
card to
watch
check
this
in.
instead of Ed.
The jewel thief checks in. The monkey's already there.
I have to say, he doesn't necessarily beat the throw, but because of crafty base running, as Bogish had mentioned, he ends up safe at second base. And my question is, how do you let Ed steal second on you? He's running with his hands. He's running on all fours. This is not a speedy Vince Coleman-esque. This is a guy that's bounding around on all fours. A guy, he's an ape. I just don't understand how your catcher and second base combination can't get Ed out on the base pads. Okay, if he's a station-to-station guy, a Rob Deere-esque, a Jason Giambi, he's either going to walk or hit a home run. That's one thing. But on the base pads, you can't let Ed beat you. We then have a scene where Ed is driving Deuce Cooper around in the pickup truck, and Deuce Cooper is hungover, tired, passed out. I couldn't quite tell.
Passed out right after a long night of drinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ed
After
is
cut day.
Ed is driving. Now, Bogish, you're really good with, I think, the analytics here. And how is it possible that Ed is so tiny he has no strike zone, but he's tall enough to reach the pedals to drive around a car?
Yeah, I was disappointed by the choices here by the filmmakers, DA, because as he's getting in the car and you see what's about to happen, I'm expecting some kind of comical system he comes up with to do what you're asking, to have the hands on the wheels, see, and control the pedal. We get nothing. We just get in, and then there's zaniness, sped up video of them driving around. Poor Deuce is flipping, lucky he didn't have a concussion, banging around the cab of that truck. But again, he defies logic in every way, right? I mean, he shouldn't be good at playing third base, but he is.
Fair.
He shouldn't be a disciplined hitter, but he is. He shouldn't be able to drive, but he did because he's Ed Sullivan, and that's why he is who he is.
We never really understand why his last name is Sullivan instead of Mantle. He was Mickey Mantle's monkey, but instead they give him the last name Sullivan, like the old talk show host.